So there has been a trending hashtag on Twitter recently about the 5 perfect movies, and I'm assuming that these are the 5 perfect movies to watch during the panda time that we are currently in. And James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, he just listed Back to the Future as number 1. Before I begin with this video, I do want to let you know that these are my opinions, and if you like them and you want to hear them more, then that would be amazing for you. If you click the subscribe button, I would love it if you did. I do try to upload videos on Mondays and Fridays and little things in between just to keep you from being bored, especially now. It would also be awesome if you could hit the like button, because it does let me know what kind of topics that you all want to hear about. Of course, if you also want to hit the dislike button, that is fine. My opinions are not for everyone. However, if you do dislike the video and there's something that you think that I could improve on, and obviously it's not the opinion within the video, then let me know in the comments down below. That would be awesome. Otherwise, let's get on with the show. Back to the Future. It's one of those movies that, to me, honestly, I could probably watch this film again and again and again and again. It's like Die Hard, not content-wise, but the fact that once you start watching the movie, once it's on, okay, that's it. It's game over. You're glued to the TV. There is nothing else that you're going to be doing. I mean, look, I try to put on Back to the Future or even Die Hard when I do mundane things during the day, like cleaning up in the lounge or in my bedroom or whatever it is. But whenever that movie is on, I don't know what it is. I get to a certain point and I always just have to stop cleaning or doing whatever I'm doing. I have to grab a snack and I basically just have to finish the movie because it is that good. Now, James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, like I said, he has come out and he said that this is one of his top 5 perfect movies. And I have to admit to you that I agree with this 100%. This is one of those most amazing films. He does note that there is a flaw in the movie, and the flaw is that Marty's parents would most likely remember him or recognize him or something like that, and that's a pretty huge flaw. But he does also say that it's something that you could explain away pretty simply as a director, so that's pretty clever. Now, there is an issue with part 2 of the Back to the Future series, and even though there is one, that movie is still just as incredible. I think if you haven't watched these movies, and I've watched them multiple times, which is why what happens when you love a film or anything like that, when you watch it multiple times, you do find the small holes that exist within the film. And you know what? That doesn't take away from the movie. You should, if you haven't seen Back to the Future 1, 2, or 3, I would suggest you go and check it out today. That's not even a joke. Go check it out. Another thing that I, found to be really concerning, though, about this whole scenario, this whole remake culture world that we have going on today, and this is something that we have this idea where we just have to remake or redo movies to make them accessible to kids now, or to just basically see what they'd be like with today's graphical upgrades. I don't think that this is a requirement, but somehow people feel that for I don't know what reason, okay, Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr. would apparently make the perfect Marty and Doc Brown of our generation. And I have to say that I'm disinclined. I'm inclined to disagree with this whole scenario. I guess, in some ways, I'm a bit of a purist about this whole thing, and I don't think that a remake of a movie like Back to the Future would even come close to what it was back then or what it could be. Do I think, though, right, that it would be funny to see someone go back to the 80s and instead of going to the 50s, which is what they did in the original movie, obviously the 80s would be where they would go now. Do I think that would be hilarious? Yes, I think that would be crazy funny. Is it necessary, though? No, I don't believe that it is necessary. I think that we don't need to do it. I also don't think that Tom Holland would be a good fit for the role of Marty. And that's not to say, by the way, that he's not a good actor. I definitely think that he is a great Peter Parker. He's one of, I feel like he's rejuvenated that character. But I don't think that he could pull off or, do what you could probably refer to as the swag that Michael J. Fox had as Marty. No chance. I don't think that he could do that same role. I think he could be funny, that's for sure. But I just don't think that he could do it in that, the Michael J. Fox way. And look, it's possible, but I'm just saying that for me personally, I would not want to see Tom Holland be Marty McFly. I'm sorry. Even Robert Downey Jr., by the way, if he portrayed Doc Brown, I think we'd see him as probably the modern day version of Dr. Dolittle, and that's, the eccentricity that he plays when he played Dr. Dolittle. I can see that. I can see him being crazy like that. I just don't see Robert Downey Jr. as Doc Brown. Now, it's possible, and it's doable, I guess, but I can't even with a straight face say that that's something that I would enjoy seeing. then you have the question of the storyline, okay? Would it literally just be a rehashing of the original movie? Is that even something that's necessary to do? This is one of the reasons why I'm not really a big fan of remakes. I can understand reboots, okay? But I'm not a big fan of these remaking movies sometimes. In some essences, there are things that we just shouldn't move unless you can add to it and make it better, okay? Make the movie relatable for now, but not desecrate the old movie that we had before. We get these remakes, and then weird things are changed for some reason, and this is what I mean by desecration. Things that don't need to be changed, that make no sense, but things that could have been changed are left in. For what reason, I have no idea. I mean, I could talk about a few different remakes that are out there, but in the interest of keeping this video short for you, I'm going to leave you with this. Back to the Future is a movie that, if you haven't seen yet, and I'm honest, if you have not seen this, you should definitely go and check it out. If you want to see a potential idea for what 2015 could have been like, what they thought it could possibly be for sci-fi purposes, obviously in the 80s, in the late 80s, then check out part 2. That they go back to September 5th, 2015, which is, I think it's September 5th. Either way, 2015. It is a fun movie. Definitely check it out. There are plot holes, like I said. I may even do that in a future video, what the plot hole is of that movie and movies that I've watched over and over again. But go out and check it out. Otherwise, please do not be fooled into thinking that a movie like this needs a remake. Or maybe you think that it does. Maybe I'm completely wrong and your opinion is what you think is the best one. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Do you think that Back to the Future is a perfect or at least a great movie? Is it one of your top 5 movies? And if not, what are your top 5 go-to rewatchable movies that you could literally put on without a hint of wanting to watch them, and they would be there? It's insane like that. I think I'm going to list my top 3 in the pinned comment down below. Does it, well, not even in the description down below, not the pinned comment, just description. Does Back to the Future need a remake? Let me know in the comment section, like I said. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to click the subscribe button. Check out some other videos on the channel, like the one that just appeared right there. Also hit the thumbs up button, or, you don't have to hit the thumbs up button. But if you don't, at least let me know where I can improve, or, how I could be better. And again, it's my opinion. If you don't like it, I'm real sorry, but this is the way it is. Otherwise, spread some peace, spread some love, make someone laugh, especially during the panda time right now. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.